I just felt so bad for the family because they're so nice to people.
Customers, family, friends, even strangers commenting on the loss of a Rowan County store owner who was shot and killed during a robbery on Tuesday.
The suspect, a teenage boy, is now in custody in that case. Mary Calkins is live this morning with more on the investigation and the reaction from the community. Mary?
Well, Alex, Mary, as far as the investigation goes, deputies really aren't saying a whole lot. I do want to show you a still shot from some surveillance video. It shows that teenage suspect that deputies now have in custody. Now, because he is underage, they are not sharing his name. They believe he shot the owner of the Tobacco House convenience store Tuesday morning during an attempted robbery. He was located hours later in a nearby field. Now, that man, Mainank Patel, was known as Mike to his friends and frequent customers to the store along Airport Road. There is a memorial outside, and those who stopped by wanted to share their memories and condolences to Patel's family.
Beautiful person. He was a beautiful, awesome person. Like a friend, like a family.
He was just a very friendly person. He never said anything bad to anybody, never done anything wrong to anybody that I know of.
Now, Patel leaves behind a wife and a daughter, the couple also expecting a second child. Right now, funeral arrangements are still being made. Reporting live in Charlotte, Mary Calkins, WBTV, on your side.